Here's your 5 seconds of welcome coming to you from the shop. It's around 5:10, right? Yeah, 5:08, Monday, June 22nd, the day after Father's Day. I am exhausted. Yesterday was a much busier Sunday than the Pride Parade. Was not anywhere in the top Sundays, but it was busy. Today has been okay. Like it had its moments of busyness, but I'm tired. I'm just so exhausted that I'm fine that it wasn't crazy busy today. Mondays traditionally Emily comes and hangs out. She brings her son, and we spend the day kind of schmoozing, taking it a little bit more easy than a Sunday. Sorry, I just noticed something was a mess here, so of course I decided to start cleaning it in the middle of the live stream. It's a little bit more of a chill day, Mondays, and I am just so exhausted, just like mentally, physically, emotionally, that I just I chilled, but I also still just, all I can do is feel tired. I messaged Sarah and I said, how's it going? How you doing? And she goes, I'm tired. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. She said, I want to be in bed. And I was like, yeah. So that's where I'm at. It's really a problem, specifically this time of year. Not that it gets busy and therefore I get tired. The problem, the issue at hand, I worry that the fan back there is too loud, though I was really enjoying sitting for a minute. The issue is that people are on vacation, or people are excited to be on vacation, or people are visiting here on vacation, and they're having a great time. Yay, what fun. Oh my God, your comic shop is amazing. What an incredible store. Love to hear it. Literally had a woman in today. She called. Hello, do you have this specific book? Yes, we have that specific. Oh, I'm coming over right now. Came and got it. Came in. Talked about how much she loves the shop. Her sister lives out here on Long Island. She lives in Florida, and Sorry, I'm just seeing mess while I'm talking. Hey, Mark. And so whenever I visit Long Island, I always want to come here. I always visit. I love this place. And I'm like, yes, that's great. But on days like today where it's rainy and I didn't sleep well and I'm a little overwhelmed by a lot of things, I try to match the energy and I try to, hey, Zeke, I try to get in there, but it's difficult. These people are here on vacation and I'm working my job. So they're in and they're like, wow, your store is great. I really love the selection. And I'm yes, thank you. That's lovely. I'm glad you were able to find all the things. So yeah, tonight I'm hoping I'm going to get some sleep. Like I said, Emily visited today. Mondays are a little bit more of the chill out day. So I didn't, I just keep seeing mess that I feel like I need to clean up. I didn't go too crazy today. I'm not too exhausted, but I got to go home. I got to bathe some children. I got to do a lot of things. So I'm already pre-exhausted from that. Yeah, I mean, we've got great stuff coming down the line in less than a month. On the 19th, we've got Fred Van Lent and Ryan Dovey. Of course, to me, they're most famous for Action Philosophers, Action Presidents, all the action books, the comic book history of comics. That's them to me. To me, that's who they are. But Fred has written tons of other things, and Ryan has drawn tons of other things, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of those books here, leading up to and including to be signed on the 19th. Erica Henderson's locked in for August 9th. Yuko Shimizu, the amazing illustrator who did our tote bag and many, many famous ad campaigns and more. Yuko's actually in this book, Prometheus Eternal, right here. This came out about 10 years ago, was no longer in print. But there is, I believe, a Yuko page right there. gorgeous. Should put those aside. But yeah, we're all those things are planned for the summer, and it's a real problem on days like today. Because days like today, when I'm as exhausted as I am, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have some events. You should definitely follow us on social media for those events, and we'll let you know about them. I don't think I'm that bad. I don't think people are literally listening to me like mumble in a monotone, but not great. I just, I have a lot of things going on. Zeke, I don't know if Zeke is still watching, but Zeke was here last week, finally organizing these green shelves. He worked Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on them. There's still a lot more to do, but we got a whole YouTube video we're working on, a whole YouTube challenge that he's been working on. So I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm not going to show off stuff here because there will be a long YouTube video later this month showing what he did. And then later this week when he finishes, Tirtza's going to come. She's going to do a lot of work in the back room. I don't know how many people on the live stream have seen the back room. If you're watching right now, throw your hand up if you've seen the back room of the shop. Mark, if you're still watching, you probably have on video countless times. Zeke, of course, if you've been here. But anyone else, yeah, let us know. This is the back room right here. Let's go in. Like I said, Erica Henderson coming August 9th. Erica Henderson. Look at that. Erica Henderson! But yeah, that's all the used stuff is. All the used manga here. But like, it needs work. All these shelves are kind of a mess. They were by company and they no longer are. Yeah, that's what Tirtz is doing. All these sets have to be fixed up and organized. Yes, there's a worn chair now in the front, but there used to be an old chair back here and a nicer one in the front. We took the nicer one away. It broke. And the back has no chairs right now. But yeah, we have a lot to do, and it's really reached the point where I just can't do it. Like, if no one comes in for the next 40 minutes, I would have some time to, let's say, price some books or do a damage report. Like, I can do the little things I need to do to keep the shop running, but to like move things to the next level. I've rearranged the shop so many times in the last 2 years and reorganized things, and I can really tell what works, what sections are doing well, and therefore I really have an idea. I don't know, it hasn't been proven, but I have an idea of what could get rearranged, what could be moved. I just don't have the time or energy to do it. I have plans for winter. There's a bunch of big changes I want to do, assuming I can keep my orders low. But little changes, organizing sections that have gotten sloppy, things like that, I just don't have the time to do anymore. Is this a better angle so you can see more of the store while I'm talking? The most frustrating thing, and I say this to people all the time, the most frustrating thing is we've cut our orders pretty heavily. We really don't have anywhere near as much stock as we used to, and we still get more books than we can actually move because there's so much coming out. The most important thing people can do if they wanted to help us would be to just buy more books. Last week I did a whole thing about Lave going to camp, right? And how we were selling some original art. I think I talked about it here on Tuesday, and then we did a whole social media post. And I got a bunch of people who reached out like, look, I don't want to buy that art, but can I give you some money for him to go to camp? And I was like, do you want to buy something? Do you like reading? Because we have lots of books. So one person jumped on it. Our friend Lucy Bellwood, wonderful Lucy Bellwood, who we had here probably 10 years ago, author of Baggy Wrinkles. Lucy took one of my recommendations where I go to our website. You go to our website and you click personalized recommendations, and I will send you a questionnaire or have a conversation with you, depending on which one you choose, and we will pick out which of these amazing books that we have on the shelf would be up your alley. Because Lucy is a comic creator who has friends who makes comics, she also made sure to tell me what stuff she's read recently and what she hasn't read. So we got that to her. My customer Carl, hey Carl, I don't know if you're watching this, if you ever watch these anymore. I think your life has gotten to the point where you don't have time to do that, but my customer Carl reached out, and he had already ordered a big chunk of used books that we got in, and he added to that a gigantic order of specific books. I think he wanted to lend them to somebody, or he lost them. because I know he's bought them before. A whole chunk of books, and that's very helpful. But even more helpful, really, you don't have to buy tons and tons of books from us. You don't have to look all over the shop and pick out something from every section. More helpful is to tell people who live on Long Island, who are visiting Long Island, who might be coming out to Long Island for a day. We're right by Sagamore Hill. We're right by White Post Farm. Say, oh, you should stop in that comic shop. They have really cool stuff. Pick me up something. Oh, you're going to be going near Huntington? Can you stop in that comic shop and just say, hey, my friend watches the live stream, or hey, my friend follows you on social media, and they were really hoping you'd recommend a cool book to them. And we'll do it, and we'll get you a book. I really think once we figure out what we're doing with our hold list, with our subscriptions, we're going to, it's really, as I said this numerous times on the live stream, it's like our lowest priority, the website, fixing up the website. But eventually, once we've got the website's going to have to get redone when the hold list gets redone. So when we redo the website for the hold list, I'm hoping we're going to change the hold list around. We're going to change the website around a little bit for that recommendation stuff, make it more accessible, more forward, that's what you're coming to this website for me to recommend you books. Because frankly, I mean, look, I'm very good at talking about comics. I'm very good at reading comics. I know it sounds kind of what a crazy thing to say, being good at reading comics, but I'm very good at reading comics. Like, I read them and I process them on multiple levels because comics are my life and I love comics. But far more than that, the thing that I think I probably excel at as a human being above almost any other skill I might have is making book recommendations. So I really think we got to push that more. We got to get that more on our website. We got to get that more forward. But like I said, there's so much here, and there is so much coming out, and there is so much all the time that really, well, Mark, really, I cannot say anyone, please come out here and buy. But I mean, look at this spinner rack. This spinner rack, this is a curated spinner rack where every story is readable completely on its own. You don't need to have read a comic with these characters or in this series to, I thought I heard a little scrape. Sorry, something's scraping. Mark, I am better at recommendations than you are. I see, that's weird. Like, most people would say that, I can't say anything, but I know you, dude. You're my little forum sweetie. You're pretty good. You're considerate. You take into consideration what people like and what they've read before, and you ask questions, stuff like that. There's actually a guy on Instagram trying to, look at this rain. Look at this beautiful rain. He's trying to build. Listen to the rain. There's this guy on Instagram, and he's called Comics Guy. He's Dutch, I believe, and he's trying to build a following, and he's trying to make cute little reels he's just making cute little reels. He's just saying funny stuff. But he made this post about making recommendations, and he's like, you ask him, well, he likes rock climbing, and he's like, that's not helpful. And it's like, have you ever seen the rain falling down summer's day? I don't remember the line. And I was like, I love those little details. They like rock climbing, they like this, they like that. It really helps you like drill down and get a good recommendation. And this poor guy, he's like, you pedantic ass. It's a joke. It's not helpful if you don't know what kind of thing they like to read also. And I was like, good point. He didn't call me a pedantic ass, by the way. I think that he looked at my comment and went, really? And found a nice way to answer. But no, I like his videos. They're very cute. But I really, more than anything, I love recommending comics. I love helping people find comics they're going to read and enjoy. So please help me help you. Help me help you. No? No one? Jerry Maguire? Come on. I'm old. You're older, Mark, but I'm old. Anyway, About 25 new books out tomorrow. I've already put them out to check for space. We're gonna come here on YouTube tomorrow for the live and look at those 25 books, tell you about those 25 books, recommend those 25 books. So definitely check out. Check out. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. Make sure you get told for Tuesday's new books. All these guys. And for Wednesday's new single issues. And Thursday, I don't know if we're going to get to a live on Thursday. The limit for the daily is at least 3 a week. We fucked that up last week. We didn't get there, but 3 a week. But Thursday, we will be dropping our interview with Trungles, the wonderful creator of Magic Fish and Angelica and the Bear Prince, which won the LA Times Award for Best Young Adult Book. And that will be live here on YouTube. Well, not live. We'll go up on YouTube Thursday. So definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe if you want to see a really great interview with Trungles. You can go over to our videos right now, and there's like a 2.5 minute little preview of it, of some of the stuff we got into, which I think was wonderful. And that's that. Oh, look at that manga. It looks lovely. All right. Until tomorrow, when we look at all those new books, remember, damn it, babies, you got to be kind.